following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome. We're live here at Tharaldson Park here on the campus of North Dakota State University for this this contest here between the Barnesville Trojans and the Hill Murray Pioneers. Hill Murray Pioneers, they come into this matchup 4-1 on the season. Barnesville 1-1 on the season. We are under showers and 45 degrees right now here at Tharaldson Park here on the campus of NDSU in Fargo. Showers forecasted through 2 o'clock hour. With any luck, they should disappear in the 3 and 4 o'clock hours. Temps expected to be in the mid-40s, between 45, 47 throughout the duration of this game. And we'll take a break and come back and tell you more about the Trojans and Pioneers right after this here on Magnitude Sports. Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Maybe you need a summer getaway. Contact Josh Weedcheck, your local hometown licensed real estate agent with Priority Real Estate in Barnesville. Josh will assist you in finding a new home. Whether it's a pre-existing home or a lot available to build your own dream home, call or text Josh today. 218-790-2477. Priority Real Estate. Wishing the Trojans the best of luck in today's game. Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, welcome back to Thorlton Park here on the campus of the North Dakota State University, home of the NDSU Bison, 2000 NCAA Division II national champions. They were in the Super Regionals in 2009. They made 10 appearances in the regional tournament for NDSU softball. Of course, this is their home field, and when it rains, it pours. Runs. Hill Murray in the first game here at Thorlton Park in a battle with the Moorhead Spuds. Spuds walked it off in the bottom of the seventh by the final score of 14-13. Spuds were down 13-10 going into the bottom of the seventh inning. They were able to get the bases loaded with nobody out. They got a run across with one out, and then they got a that would put them within two, and then they got a 3-run double to left field to win the game in walk-off fashion over Hill Murray. So that officially makes Hill Murray 4-2 on the season. Hill Murray had their first game back on Monday, April 18th, and pick up a 5-4 victory over Tartan, and then they would fall 9-4 to Simley. And then after that loss to Simley, they would pick up 3 wins in a row, 7-6 over North St. Paul, 10-0 over Matamidi, and then they would win 18-1 over South St. Paul and then fall 14-13 to the Moorhead Spuds, and that brings them into today's game against Barnesville. Barnesville, they had a scrimmage, I believe is back on April 9th against Rosse, but that's the last time that they've played outdoors up until a couple days ago. On Thursday, just 2 days ago, they would go down to Breckenridge to play the Breckenridge-Wahpeton Storm, and the Barnesville Trojans would split that series with the Storm. The Barnesville would win the first game by the score of 11-5, and then they would fall in the second game of that doubleheader by the final score of 14-11. So that's a look at what these two teams have done here so far. We're going to take another timeout. We'll come back and tell you a little bit more about Hill Murray when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back. Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back to Thorlton Park here on the campus of North Dakota State University here in North Fargo. It's a beautiful facility. It's a fairly brand new facility as well. I believe it came in about maybe 4 years ago for the first time, and it's home to the North Dakota State University college softball team, obviously, and today it's home to the Hill Murray Pioneers and the Barnesville Trojans. As once again, Barnesville having a very tough time with weather, trying to get some games in, and they were lucky enough to take advantage of this opportunity that was put together by Dean Halgo, the activities director at Moorhead High, and so we certainly appreciate his efforts to make today's game possible, in addition to our sponsors, including Ratzo's Pool Hall, agent Josh Wiechek at Priority Real Estate, Barnesville Cenex, making this action between the Trojans and the Pioneers possible today. As you can see, the coaches in their raincoats meeting with one of the umpires. Let's go ahead and tell you a little bit about Hill Murray. They have a long history of competitive softball teams, including 1 state championship, 5 state tournament appearances, go along with 13 conference championships as well. Coaching staff says that they focus on training and developing athletes to complete at high levels of play while teaching fundamentals, creating competitive team goals, and encouraging a culture centered around teamwork and unity within the Hill Murray softball program. As I mentioned, they are 4-2 on the season. Their most recent loss came in that walk-off fashion to Moorhead. 14-13 was the final score in that one. and they won a state championship in 1983. And like I said, they've made 5 state tournament appearances, and they've been to the conference title and won it on 13 occasions. So that is a little bit of a preview of what the Hill Murray softball program is about. They're based out of the St. Paul, Minnesota area. I was actually, if I would have known that last night, I would have hopped on the bus with the team. I was at the Wild Avalanche game in St. Paul last night, so I ended up traveling back late last night, got back to Fargo at about 3 in the morning, and got a quick nap in, got up here to NDSU, and this game was initially intended to start at 12:30 this afternoon. However, the Hill Murray Moorhead game was just shy of 3 hours. It was about 2 hours and 51 minutes unofficially, as I was speaking to one of the camera people from Spuds TV who had that game. So if you missed the game between the Pioneers and the Spuds, they do have it available on demand. Just search Spuds TV on YouTube, and you'll be able to catch that game if you're a Pioneers fan. Tuning in. And for those Pioneer fans from the St. Paul area, we thank you for tuning in. We wish your team the best of luck. As you can see, they're in the green taking the field. They will be the home team on the scoreboard here in this particular contest. Barnesville will be the visitors. And I'm not sure who the catcher is. It looks like it's number 17. Okay, good. Let's get her in there. All right, now we got everybody filled. So let's go around the bases here for the Hill Murray Pioneers. And on the mound warming up there is Selena Hernandez, and she'll be starting pitching. She'll be tossing the pitches into the glove of Zoe Roberts. And then if you go around the bases, at first you have Molly Mangan. At second is Greta Stanek. At shortstop is Allie Franco. And at third base, not pictured, there she is, right about 75% down the third base line, is Kendall Kotzmacher. And that's your infield for Hill Murray Pioneers. In the outfield, all the outfielders over there at the moment here. In left field, it's going to be Tori Veneman. And in center field, Evelyn Perkins and Cassidy Reeves in right field here for the Pioneers. For the Barnesville Trojans, they will get ready to play ball, and they will line up like this for their batting lineup. If I can pull that one up here. Where did I put that sheet of paper? Here we go. It'll be batting 1, 2, and 3 will be Trinity Gregg, Katie Newell, and Lexi Ballgreen, a trio of seniors there. And then 4, 5, and 6 is Anna Stanford, Kaylee Olson, Kiana Amundsen. 7, 8, 9, Lauren Halverson, Amelia Newell, and Alexa Gregg will be the batting lineup here for the Barnesville Trojans. And we are ready to go here from Thoroldson Park, and the first pitch is high and up for a ball, 1-0. Once again, Trinity Gregg, Katie Newell, Lexi Ballgreen will be the first 3 batters. First pitch, 2:23 p.m., 45 degrees and showers here in North Fargo on the Ratzel's Pool Hall scoreboard. And the 1-0 pitch is going to be popped up, fouled away for strike 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch, and that one's hit up the middle. Nice grab there by Stanek from her knees. She will not make the throw. It'll be an infield single for Trinity Gregg. So the first hit's on the board, the first runner's on, and that brings up Katie Newell.
Now batting for the Trojans, the left fielder, number 2, Katie Newell.
Katie Newell had a phenomenal year for the Barnesville Trojans on the volleyball court this past fall, and we'll see if she can carry that over here into the spring softball season. First pitch, and taking off is Trinity Gregg for second. She'll slide in, and she is safe. And the pitch comes across for a ball. It's 1-0. Hernandez now 4 pitches, 2 each. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Once again, runner on second is Trinity Gregg, and here's the 1-0 pitch from Hernandez. And they're going to show bunt, pull the bunt back. Popping up was Roberts to check Gregg on second. And I believe that one comes through for ball 2, and it does. And it's 2-0 now here to Katie Newell. Lexi Ballgreen on deck. Nobody out and a runner on second. And the 2-0 pitch is outside for a ball 3. So 3 pitches, 3 balls to Katie Newell. And we'll see if Hernandez can get a pitch into the strike column here. So Hernandez will send the 3-0 pitch, catch the corner for a strike. A little curveball to the outside there, and it's 3-1. And showing bunt again. That one's bunted foul. That'll be strike 2. And it is a full count now here to Katie Newell. And that'll walk her. So Katie Newell's on first. Trinity Gregg's on second. That brings up the senior Lexi Ballgreen. And she'll face pitch number 10.
Shortstop, number 3, Lexi Ballgreen.
From Hernandez. Let's clear the count. Now nobody out with 2 runners on, and Barnesville threatening here. Ballgreen shows bunt. Now the throw up to third, but sliding in safely is Trinity Gregg, and that will also move Newell up to second. So runners advance, a base apiece. Ball 1 to Ballgreen. And the 1-0 delivery. She'll show bunt again, and she'll strike on that bunt, and it's 1-1. So we're trying to bring Trinity Gregg home. Nobody out, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 runners in scoring position here. Base hit could put the Trojans on the board first here in this contest between the Pioneers and Trojans. And the pitch. Got it in there for a strike. And that's strike 2 on Ballgreen. 1 ball, 2 strikes now as Hernandez gets ahead in the count on Ballgreen. And a fastball down the middle catches Ballgreen swinging, and that is out number 1. Anna Stanford, another senior, stepping up to the plate now.
For the Trojans, the center fielder, number 4, Anna Stanford.
So now 1 out on the board here, and Stanford will swing and miss. It'll be a strike, and sliding in is Trinity Gregg to put the Trojans up 1-0. So now the lone runner on is on third. That's Katie Newell. 0-1 here to Stanford. Hernandez will get the signal here from Roberts. Set. Wind, and she tried to send a rise ball up, and it went off the tip of the glove of Roberts, and coming in is Newell to score, and it's 2-0. Moves the count to 1-1 on Anna Stanford with Kaylee Olson on deck. Hernandez 15 pitches now, 8 strikes, 7 balls, according to my numbers unofficially. So one ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and no runners on. And that one's going to be popped up. Third baseman will, I checked at the shortstop, excuse me. Ali Franco will make the catch for out number 2.
Now batting the right fielder, number 18, Kaylee Olson.
And that brings up Kaylee Olson. A curveball to the outside for strike 1 on Kaylee Olson. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Hernandez. She'll wind, deliver. Rise ball up high into the backstop for ball 1. One ball, one strike now here to Olson. As Hernandez gets set and delivers the 1-1 pitch. And that is a slow curveball that just drops, or not curveball, fastball, changeup. It's probably the better word to use for it. And they'll miss for ball 2. Low to the inside, right about knee level on Kaylee Olson. 2 balls and a strike. 2 away, and it's a 2-0 lead here for Barnesville. 2 runs on a single hit. And Hernandez will see that one fouled off by Olson for the second strike. Produces a full count with 2 away here and a big pitch coming up for Hernandez. Can she take care of the Trojans in 22 pitches? We'll find out here, potentially here on this pitch, as we've reached just shy of the 10-minute mark of the ball game here in the top of the first, and the Barnesville Trojans up 2-0 right now here over the Hill Murray Pioneers. 3 balls, 2 strikes in the payoff, and that's going to be a dropping rise ball that gets her for a strikeout. That's going to end the top half of the first inning. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Selena Hernandez, and it's 2-0 Trojans on a hit, and they leave no runners on and no errors committed by Hill Mary. We'll be back with the bottom half of the first right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back. Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Maybe you need a summer getaway. Contact Josh Weedcheck, your local hometown licensed real estate agent with Priority Real Estate in Barnesville. Josh will assist you in finding a new home for you and your family. Whether it's a pre-existing home or a lot available to build your own dream home, call or text Josh today. 218-790-2477. Priority Real Estate. Wishing the Trojans the best of luck in today's game. All right, and there's a great look at Carlson Park Softball Complex here. As we go around and just kind of give you a quick tour here as we're in between innings. Middle of the first, Trojans get 2 across the plate in the top half for Barnesville, and it's an all-turf field, infield, outfield. Even the warning track is turf, and then right behind the wall is a big puddle of water, and you can see that is their track and field complex that is going to need a little bit of attending to before they can get some track and field events rolling here on this one here. Want to say hi to Jim watching from North Carolina. This is Tori Veneman leading things off here for the Hill Mary Pioneers, and she'll take the first pitch for strike 1. Trinity Gregg, the senior, is on the mound pitching here for Barnesville. And now Veneman will pop that one up into center field. And the catch is made by Anna Stanford.
Batting for the Pioneers, the second baseman, number 12, Greta Stanek.
Greta Stanek now, and that one's hit sharply towards third. It's going to roll foul. It's going to be good for a strike, and it's 0-1. We'll also see Ali Franco. She's on deck, so we'll see those three for sure, Stanek and Franco. If one or both can reach base, we might see Kendall Kotzmacher this inning as well. And that's a nice hit. That one's going to left field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. So runner on and one away. That's Greta Stanek with the single to left field. And that brings up Ali Franco.
Batting for the Pioneers, the shortstop, number 14, Ali Franco.
Greg will send it to the outside, missed the strike zone for ball one. So 1 ball, no strike now here to Ali Franco. Kendall Kotzmacher on deck. And that one's hit towards first. They'll sneak by Halverson into right field. And that'll move Stanek up to second on the single by Franco, and there's 2 runners on.
For the Pioneers, the third baseman, number 11, Kendall Kotzmacher.
Trinity Gregg has now tossed 6 pitches. 5 of them have been recorded as strikes. Once again, a strike is anything that's not a ball. And a pitch. Rise ball up high for ball 1. 1-0 here to Kendall Kotzmacher. On deck is Molly Mangan. 14 minutes into the ball game now here in a 2-0 lead on the Ratzel's Pool Hall scoreboard for the Barnesville Trojans. Mike Mason with you here live from Thorlton Park in North Fargo. 45 degrees and showers, and the 1-0 pitch is gonna hit the strike zone for a strike. 1-1. Runners on, Ali Franco on first, Greta Stanek on second here for the Pioneers. The batter once again is Kendall Kotzmacher. And that one's up high for ball 2. And the 2-1 pitch is sent to center field, and at the warning track making the grab is Stanford. She'll fire it back in. Runners will hold their bases, and that's 2 away. Brings up Molly Mangan.
Now batting for the Pioneers, the first baseman, number 16, Molly Mangan.
Around the bases here for Barnesville, Lauren Halverson at first, Amelia Newell at second, Lexi Ballgreen the shortstop, Alexa Gregg at third, and the pitch is up high for a ball on Molly Mangan. It's 1-0. Kiana Amundsen catching. Then in the outfield, you got Katie Newell in left, Kaylee Olson in right, straightaway centers, Anna Stanford. And Gregg will wind up, deliver the 1-0 pitch down the middle, fastball for a strike, 1-1. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you here today by Ratzel's Pool Hall in Barnesville. Priority real estate agent Josh Wiechek as well. One ball and 2 strikes now. As well as Barnesville Senex. And the pitch. Got the edge for a strikeout. And that will end the first inning of play as they leave 2 stranded on base. And they get none across on a couple of hits. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. And the top of the second is next here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back. Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. Top of the second. Trojans up 2-0. Looking to add to that with Kiana Amundsen, Lauren Halverson, Amelia Newell. It's batter 6, 7, and 8 for the Trojans here in the top half of the second inning. First inning took 17 minutes to play. Once again on the mound for the Pioneers, in the circle, I should say, for the Pioneers is Selena Hernandez. Zoe Roberts catching, Molly Mangan at first, Greta Stanek at second, Ali Franco at short, Kendall Kotzmacher at third, Tori Veneman in left, Cassidy Reeves in right, and Evelyn Perkins in straightaway center field. Once again, this is Kiana Amundsen. 0 for 5 lifetime on her plate appearances here on Magnitude Sports. We'll see if she can change that here. And she's going to pop out to the third baseman, Kendall Kotzmacher, and she's now 0 for 6 lifetime. And that's a quick one pitch, one out. Can't ask for anything better than that. And that'll bring up Lauren Halverson, the senior.
Lauren Halverson.
Halverson playing first base today. Hit a 3-run homer against the Perham Yellow Jackets on her last plate appearance here on Magnitude Sports. First pitch comes across for a ball to Lauren Halverson. And the pitch outside, ball 2. Into the backstop. Apparently we missed a pitch. 2 balls and a strike is the official count. 1 away, no runners on as Hernandez sets and delivers. And that one will skip off the turf for ball 3. Ball, strike, and a ball in that order here on the 4 pitches so far to Halverson. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and it's a full count. Amelia Newell is on deck, 1 away. We'll see her for sure. Halverson and Newell represent batters 7 and 8 in the lineup here for the Barnesville Trojans as we reach the 20-minute mark of the ball game. That one's going to be popped up, fouled away, and did it come in? It did. It came into the press box through the open window, and Lauren Halverson looks back and says sorry. That's, I think, the 3rd or 4th time in my career where a fouled away pitch has come into the press box. We either through an open window, we've had 1 window smash, we've had 1 face covering smash, and that's number 2. 2 in a row. That's the first time in my career that 2 in a row have come in. She said sorry, but apparently she didn't mean it. And a rise ball will catch her. That is a strikeout number 2 for Selena Hernandez, a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for the Pioneers. And Halverson will go down after a couple fouled away pitches and a little bit of comedy, and that'll bring up Amelia Newell.
Number 8, Mia Newell.
And a quick visit here from Roberts up to Hernandez as they will chit-chat for a little bit here. Other teammates, first and second, short and third, will get together and discuss whatever it is that they are discussing. And if Newell can reach base, of course, Amelia, the younger sister of Katie Newell, who scored 1 of the 2 runs for Barnesville here in this contest. If she can reach base, it'll be Alexa Gregg on deck. 2 away in the pitch, outside for a ball, 1-0. Swing and a miss on a curveball to the outside, 1-1. Newell will dig in And there's a fastball that's tipped fouled away for strike 2. Remember, we did a game down at, I forget the name of the field, but it was down in Wahpeton. We had a foul ball coming to the press box. It went right over my left shoulder and smashed up the faceplate on the light switch in the press box. So went down there about a year and a half later for a game, and that faceplate was still smashed up. Since then, they've remodeled it, and it looks really nice down there. John Randall Field now that I talk about it, it comes back to memory. There's a nice field down in Wahpeton. Amelia Newell, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Make that a full count, because that one's a little bit low to the outside. Ball strike, fouled away, ball in that order, and this will be the payoff pitch potentially here for Hernandez on Newell. She's on pitch 36. This is pitch 37 coming up here for Hernandez, and the pitch is a fastball fouled away, and she'll have to toss at least one more pitch. Fastball, that's hit sharply towards Stanek. Stanek from her knees, cannot get it over to Mangan. And that's going to be an error charge to Stanek. So Newell reaches base on an error and will advance to second on that same error. Alexa Gregg, the batter now. She'll call time and step out of the box. I'll clear the count here for Alexa Gregg. So runner on second. We'll see if Gregg, batter number 9 in the lineup, has that running swing motion, if I remember correctly,
the third baseman,
from last
Alexa
season.
Gregg.
Strike 1. She'll start the back of the batter's box, and she'll run up to the front and swing, and that's going to be popped up. Stanek is there, but Molly Mangan, the first baseman, is the one to actually make the catch, as it didn't quite go as deep as I thought it did, and that's going to wrap up the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no one error, and they leave one on base. And the pop out to the first baseman will bring up Ellie Petronic, Selena Hernandez, and Evelyn Perkins. Batters 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup for the Pioneers when we return after the break here on Magnitude Sports. Talk to you in a moment. Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. Ratzo's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzo's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzo's Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzo's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzo's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship, those who treat the game as a competition.
All right, we'll come back out of that break here as we're ready to go in the bottom of the second. It's Ellie Petronic.
Leading off for Hill Murray, the DH, number 9, Ellie Petronic.
And it's 1 ball, no strike here to Petronic now after the first pitch from Gregg. Gregg, 14 pitches now. 10 of those 14 have found the strike zone. Here's the 1-0. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. On deck is Selena Hernandez. We'll also see Evelyn Perkins this inning. It's batter 6, 7, and 8 for Hill Murray in the bottom half of 2. That one hit hard, and it's going to be scooped up by Amelia Newall. A little underhand handoff there to Lauren Halverson for the 4-3 handoff ground out, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. And that puts one away here in the bottom half of the second.
Selena Hernandez.
So now it'll be the pitcher versus pitcher battle here. Selena Hernandez, the batter, against Trinity Gregg, the pitcher. Moving into the on-deck circles, Evelyn Perkins. Here's the pitch, and that is going to be ball 1. Just missed the strike zone, a little bit to the outside. And now a fastball down the middle. Comes off the handle of the bat. Gregg picks it up, fires it over to first, just in the nick of time. And that is out number 2. It's a 1-3 ground out. That brings up Evelyn Perkins now for the Hill Murray Pioneers.
Center fielder number 2, Evelyn Perkins.
If Perkins can reach base, it'll bring us to batter 9 in lineup, Cassidy Reeves. Strike 1 on Perkins. Once again, around the bases for the Trojans. Halverson at first, Amelia Newell at second. Lexi Ballgreen, the shortstop. Alexa Gregg at third. Catching is Kiana Amundsen. And that one is foul as Alexa Gregg almost had that one. It's good for strike 2. Outfield, Katie Newell left, Kaylee Olson right, Anna Stanford center. We have a change in center field. Macy Pano, excuse me. And that'll be a fly out for the final out of the inning. 2 complete here at Carlson Park. And we move to the top of the 3rd when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
After the bottom is 2.
Ratzo's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzo's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzo's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzo's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzo's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. All right, welcome back. Top of the 3rd. The batter for Barnesville is Trinity Gregg.
Pitcher number 6, Trinity Gregg.
So we have 3 changes in the outfield for Barnesville. We'll get to them in the bottom of the 3rd. Right now, it's going to be hit towards Stanek, and it's off her glove into right field. It's going to be good for at least a double. She's going to try for a triple, and they're going to send her home. Or no, they're not. The third base coach initially waved her around, but it's going to be good for a single or a triple. We've already seen one inside the park grand slam this year. That would have been our first inside the park home run for softball this year. But we've seen everything but an inside the park grand slam in our softball broadcasts over the past 4 or 5 years. So runner on third, Trinity Gregg, Katie Newell the batter, showing bunt. Pulls the bunt back as the third baseman, Kotzmacher, comes down the third base line. The pitch comes across for a strike.
Katie Newell.
0 for 0 as we return, as we get Trinity Gregg on that triple, returned us to the top of the order. Now it's batter number 2 in the lineup here. She'll show bunt again, and she'll miss on the bunt again, and that one will pop off Roberts' glove to the left, and coming into scores Trinity Gregg, and it's 3-0. Katie Newell 0 for 0. She walked last time she was at the plate. I believe it was on a 3-1 pitch, if memory serves me correctly. And a strikeout. That is a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Selena Hernandez. Brings up Lexi
Now up for the
Ballgreen.
Trojans, the shortstop, number 3, Lexi Ballgreen.
One ball, excuse me, 1 ball, no strike. Hernandez struck out Ballgreen last time she was at the plate. Here's the 1-0 pitch. A rise ball up high, and then drops in for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, 46 pitches for Hernandez now, 29 strikes, 17 balls tossed, and pitch 47 on the horizon here. She'll wind up, deliver the 1-1. Fastball down the middle for strike 2. Nicely thrown pitch there by Hernandez. Once again, around the bases, Molly Mangan at first, Greta Stanek at second, Ali Franco the shortstop, Kendall Kotzmacher at third, Zoe Roberts catching the outfield here after the 1-2 pitch. And it's high for ball 2. The outfield for the Pioneers, Tori Veneman in left, Cassidy Reeves in right, Evelyn Perkins straightaway center field. Lexi Ballgreen now facing a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here's the 2-2 pitch. And she'll rifle that one right back to Hernandez. And she'll fire it over to Molly Mangan for the out. And it's a 1-3 ground out for Ballgreen. That'll bring up Anna Sai. Check that. It'll bring up somebody else. It'll bring up, I think, Pacey Pana.
For the Trojans, right fielder number 12, Macy Pana.
Macy Pana will take over the number 4 spot in the lineup here for the Barnesville Trojans as she'll sub in for Anna Stanford. And the pitch down the middle, fastball for a strike, 0-1. Barnesville 2 runs in the first, 1 run so far here in the second. That one hit over towards third. Kotzmacher fires it across successfully to Mangan, and that completes the top half of the third. No runs, or check that 1 run on no hits. Check that 1 run on 1 hit. We'll get it right. And they leave nobody on base. We'll be back with the bottom half of 3 right after this here on Magnitude. Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Maybe you need a summer getaway. Contact Josh Weedcheck, your local hometown licensed real estate agent with Priority Real Estate in Barnesville. Josh will assist you in finding a new home for you and your family. Whether it's a pre-existing home or a lot available to build your own dream home, call or text Josh today. 218-790-2477. Priority Real Estate. Wishing the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, batters 9, 1, and 2 for the Pioneers here in the bottom half of 3. Cassidy Reeves, Tori Veneman, Greta Stanek will be the 3 batters we see here in this inning. And Cassidy Reeves will complete the first go-through of the Pioneers batting lineup. Pitch is high for a ball, 1-0 to Cassidy Reeves. Once again, we have some showers tapering off, 45 degrees here in North Fargo. And with any luck, the showers will continue to taper off and we'll go to mostly cloudy skies and the showers will just come to an end, which is always a good thing. 2 balls and no strikes here to the batter, Cassidy Reeves. And now Reeves will bat it out towards Lexi Ballgreen. She'll bobble it, throwing it over, not in time. She is safe. Cassidy Reeves runs it out. That'll be an error charge to the shortstop.
For the Pioneers, the left fielder, number 6, Tori Veneman.
Tori Veneman, 0 for 1, flew out to center field to the previous center fielder, and that one's fouled down the third base side for a strike, and it's 0-1. At the time, Anna Stanford was playing center field when Veneman would fly out to her. Since then, they've made some changes in the outfield. Kaylee Olson now playing in left, Katie Newell now playing in center, and Macy Pana now playing in right. Once again, this game was supposed to start at 12:30, but the previous game between Moorhead and Hill Murray went just shy of 3 hours. And as a result, their center fielder had to leave the game early to attend prom. Got that message from her mother on Snapchat, actually. So. One ball and 2 strikes to Tori Veneman as Cassidy Reeves advances to second on that high pitch. Once again, Veneman's 0 for 1 on a fly out to center, and that pitch will just miss. 2-2 now. Ball, strike, ball on 4 pitches from Greg to Veneman. On deck is Greta Stanek. Trinity Gregg, 28 pitches. Make that 29 pitches. And I think that's going to go into the books as a drop third strike, I think. I didn't quite see everything that happened there, but from my observations of what I did see, we're going to record it as a drop third strike on the throw out. Cassidy Reeves stays on second as a result. And the first pitch to Greta Stanek comes in for a strike. Stanek 1 for 1, single to left field last time she was at the plate. And now that pitch, nice job by Amundsen to make sure she was able to keep that in the glove to make sure Reeves didn't advance to third. 1 ball and a strike. One's across the board, a ball strike out and a runner on second. And the pitch hit right back to Trinity Gregg, and now the double play opportunity at second. They got her. It is a 1-4 double play to end the third inning of play, and they will officially leave nobody on base. And we'll head to the top of the 4th as the Trojans will exchange their gloves for the bats, come out swinging after the break right here on Magnitude. Ratzo's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzo's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzo's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzo's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzo's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, 3 complete here at Tharmson Park in North Fargo on the campus of NDSU. It's going to be Kaylee Olson, Kiana Amundsen, Lauren Halverson. Batters 5, 6, and 7 for the Barnesville Trojans. They have a 3-0 lead right now here over the Hill Murray Pioneers here on Magnitude Sports. Whether you're tuning in to cheer on the Trojans or tuning in to cheer on the Pioneers, we wish your team the best of luck here in this contest as we move forward. So far, so good for Barnesville. Once again, Kaylee Olson, 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time she was at the plate. Hernandez delivers pitch number 52. It's fouled off for strike 1. On those 52 pitches, 34 of them have found the strike zone. Once again, a pitch that is considered a strike is anything that's not a ball. Hit by a pitch, fouled away a pitch, swing and a miss, a hit, home run, all those go into the books as strikes. Everything else goes into the books as a ball. 0-1 here to Kaylee Olson, the batter. Hernandez will deliver. Fouled off again, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to Kaylee Olson. She struck out swinging last time. Will Hernandez get her again? Here's the windup and the delivery. Fastball low, just below the knees. Just missed it. If that had been just a little bit elevated up a little bit higher, it would have been a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout, but not the case this time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hernandez will have a couple more opportunities to try and get her 3rd Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout of the game. Here's the windup and the 1-2 delivery, and that one's a little high. Now we're even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is Kiana Amundsen. Nobody out. No runners on. 3-0 lead here for Barnesville on the Ratzel's Pool Hall scoreboard. Hernandez will set, wind, deliver, outside, ball 3, and it's a full count.
Good job.
And they'll walk.
Go, Kiana, move her.
Kaylee Olson. I'll bring up Kiana Amundsen.
Batting for the Trojans, the catcher number 9, Kiana Amundsen.
Amundsen representing batter number 6 here in the lineup. She would pop out to the 3rd baseman last time she was at the plate. She's 0 for 1 as a result. Now she's going to show bunt, and she'll bunt it right back. Diving Hernandez couldn't quite get it, and she's going to get on with a bunt single. It's going to go into the books as a hit. And it's a successful bunt for Amundsen, moving her teammate. Kaylee Olson up to 2nd. Puts 2 runners on for Lauren Halverson now.
Number 11, Paige Braden. Batting for the Trojans. The first baseman, number 7, Lauren Halverson.
Paige Broughton, the sophomore, will come in to run on first base. Lauren Halverson struck out swinging last time she was at the plate. Nobody out, 2 runners on. On deck is Amelia Newell. If no triple plays happen, we'll see her next. 45 minutes into the ball game now, and this is pitch 59 for Selena Hernandez. And now time is called as Halverson will step out of the box. And it looks like head coach. Looks like we're gonna have a visit to the mound here. I keep saying the mound, but I do know it's called the circle. I've done about 23 baseball games. This is my first softball game of the season, so please, I apologize, and please bear with me as I try and make that verbal transition on the terms there. But so, coach for the Pioneers will come out, have a chat with Hernandez and Zoe Roberts, the catcher. To reset, Kaylee Olson, the runner on 2nd. Paige Broughton, the courtesy runner on 1st for the Barnesville Trojans. Lauren Halverson is the batter. Amelia Newell is on deck. Halverson and Newell represent batters 7 and 8 in the lineup here. And Selena Hernandez, 22 balls and 36 strikes on 58 pitches up to this point here as we reach the 47-minute mark of the ball game. And we certainly appreciate you tuning in. A big thanks to our sponsors, including Barnesville Sacks, Ratzel's Pool Hall, along with Josh Wiechek at Priority Real Estate in Barnesville, bringing you today's action between the Trojans and Pioneers. Here at Thorldson Park in North Fargo, home of the NDSU softball team. Back to action now. Halverson digs in. Hernandez sets, winds, and deals. Swing and a miss on curveball to the outside. They got Halverson for strike 1. Halverson struck out after sending 2 balls into the press box the last time she was at the plate. And now she'll show bunt. She'll miss on the bunt. It'll be strike 2.
Go, Lauren.
She apologized on the first one and then sent the very next pitch almost to the exact same spot and did not apologize a second time. Here's the 0-2 to Halverson. Swung on, one hopper towards Kotzmacher, and she will step on the bag at third. Gets the lead runner, Kaylee Olsen, out. Halverson will reach on a fielder's choice. Runners remain on first and second with one away now, and that'll bring up the new batter, Amelia Newell.
Second baseman, number 8, Amelia Newell.
So after the force out on Olsen at third, Paige Broughton moves to second. Halverson on first with the fielder's choice. Here's Amelia Newell, who reached base on an error last time she was at the plate. And this one hit towards Ali Franco. Franco tosses it to Kotzmacher at third, and they got her. That's 2 away, and they take care of their lead runner on back-to-back occasions here as Broughton is taken off base.
For the Trojans, the third baseman, number 1, Lou Gregg.
Amelia Newell will reach on a fielder's choice. Halverson up to second now. And Alexa Gregg, 0 for 1, popped out to the first baseman last time she was at the plate. Swings and misses here for an 0-1 count. Three runs on 3 hits for Barnesville. They've committed 1 error. Those runs assisted on 2 errors for Hill Murray. And I believe it's 1-1. And it is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch. Rise ball, that is just a little bit too high. Elevated it too much, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss. She went a little bit late on that swing. Missed on the fastball down the middle, and it's 2-2. 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. We'll see if Fernandez can get another Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout here on Alexa Gregg. The wind of the deal, and it's going to be fouled away, so she's going to get at least 1 more pitch. Top of the 4th, and that's hit right back to Hernandez, and she'll fire it over to Mangan for the 1-3 ground out. That will retire the Trojans. They leave 2 on base. They get no runs on a hit, and they leave 2 on base and 1 error for the Pioneers. And that will bring us here to the bottom of the 4th.
Trojan half of the 4th.
It'll be Franco, Kotzmacher, and Mangan when we return. It's batters 3, 4, and 5 for the Pioneers right after the break here on Magnitude.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter.
All right, we'll come out of the break a little bit early. Ali Franco takes the first pitch for ball 1. She's 1 for 1, singled to right field last time she was at the plate. 3-0 lead here for the Trojans on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard, and Trinity Gregg will wind up, deliver, just missed on the outside. It's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes here to the batter, Ali Franco. We'll also see Kendall Kotzmacher and Molly Mangan on this inning. And that one's tipped foul. It'll bounce off the turf. It's good for a strike. 2-1. Got it right off the very edge of the bat there. Popped it down into the left-handed batter's box. Swing right down the middle. It sneaks by Greg into center field. It's going to be back-to-back singles for Ali Franco on back-to-back plate appearances, and that's going to bring up the next batter, Kendall Kotzmacher. So runner on first, nobody out. That'll clear the count now here for Kotzmacher. Molly Mangan moves into the on-deck circle, and Trinity Gregg gets ready for pitch number 37 here from Thoraldson Park in North Fargo. 45 degrees. The showers have disappeared, but it's still a little bit chilly out there. And, of course, some wet seats. People still having their umbrellas up just in case it starts raining again. I'll throw it to second, and I believe they got her. Still waiting for the call. Yes, they did. They're going to catch her stealing. Two officials are going to, or the official and the Pioneers coach are going to get together and discuss that. From my vantage point, it did look like that she was caught stealing, and you may have heard a couple Pioneer fans saying, hey, that's the call of the home plate umpire. And, well, I'm not the home plate umpire, but I am from the same positioning as the home plate umpire, and to me it looked like she was out. But now the two officials are going to get together and discuss it. And they are going to stick with the out. So it will be one out here and no runners on base. Kotzmacher 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field last time she was at the plate. This pitch will miss outside for a ball. It's 1-0.
Come on, Kendall, we'll do that too.
This game moving along at a much more speedy pace than the first game did. That's going to be a pop-up. Lexi Ballgreen is there for the catch. No runners on base, no infield fly rule called. And that'll be a straight pop-out to the shortstop as a result. And now the first baseman, Molly Mangan, will come up. She was struck out by Trinity Gregg last time she was at the plate. And Gregg will deliver a rise ball high and in for a ball 1. And ball 2. And the pitch is gonna miss again for ball 3. So 3 pitches, 3 balls. You don't see a 3-0 count on a batter too often when Trinity Gregg is pitching. So take a screenshot of this one if you wish. There's a 4-pitch walk to Mangan, and she's on base. That'll clear the count here for Ellie Petronic. 0 for 1, grounded out to second base on a 4-3 to Amelia Newell last time she was at the plate. We'll see if she can do one better this time.
Number 9, Ellie Petronic.
First pitch to Petronic, swing and a miss. That went over the top of the pitch, and the fastball catches her for a strike, 0-1. Two away, runner on base, and that one is fair into left field. And Mangan will go to third, and it's going to go all the way into the corner, and it's going to be a double for Petronic. So a 2-out double to put 2 runners in scoring position here, and now Selena Hernandez.
Now batting for the Pioneers, the pitcher, number 3, Selena Hernandez.
Who grounded out right back to Trinity Gregg last time she was at the plate. Will take the first pitch low for ball 1. But Hernandez has a big opportunity here to pull the Pioneers within a run here. If she can get a base hit. Gregg delivers, low and in for ball 2. And even a worse scenario here if Hernandez were to walk. Evelyn Perkins is the batter on deck. Hernandez and Perkins representing batters 7 and 8 in the lineup here for the Pioneers. And now Trinity Gregg has tossed 7 balls on her last 7 pitches. And we'll see if she can get a strike here on the 3-0 count or not. 57 minutes into the ball game and a 3-0 lead, but Hill Murray threatening. Gets a strike down the middle there. Oh, no, I guess it is a walk. I thought it was a strike, but it was a little, I guess it was a little bit low. And now the bases are loaded.
For the Pioneers, the center fielder, number 2, Evelyn Perkins.
So to reset here, Molly Mangan, the runner on third, Ellie Petronic, the runner on second, Selena Hernandez, the runner on first, and a swing and a miss for strike 1. To the batter, Evelyn Perkins is 0 for 1 with a fly out into shallow right field last time she was at the plate. I believe it was the the second baseman, Newell, who made the catch on that shallow pop out. I missed that pitch. I believe it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Now it's for sure 1 ball, 1 strike. And we'll see if it is 2-1, yep. Thank you, umpire, for that confirmation. I don't know if you can hear me from up here. I don't think I speak that loud, but maybe I do. That one's up high and out, and it's 3-1 now. So strike followed by 3 balls. And 9 of Gregg's last 10 pitches have been balls. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Trinity Gregg only with 1 strikeout officially here so far. We'll see if she can get the second one here as Lexa Gregg, her younger sister, plays up a little bit here on the third base line. And the pitch. Got it in there for a strikeout, and that ends the inning. The Pioneers are threatening, but they leave 3 on base as we go to the top of the 5th. Trinity Gregg, Katie Newell, Lexi Ballgreen. It's the top of the order for the Trojans right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We'll be back in a moment.
Told ya.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, 4th complete. Barnesville survives a scare from Hill Murray in the bottom of the 4th. We've now reached the 1-hour time mark of the game here. And Hernandez will continue in the circle here. I have her down unofficially for 68 pitches at the 1-hour mark of the ball game. She'll face the top of the order, Trinity Gregg, Katie Newell, Lexi Ballgreen here in the top of the 5th.
Leading off for the Trojans, the pitcher, number 6, Trinity Gregg.
Hey, we're doing the kiss cam next. You and Pam next. I don't remember how.
And that one's going to be foul for a strike. Two balls and a strike. Trinity Gregg, 2 for 2. A infield single and a triple to right field last time she was at the plate. 2 balls and a strike now. He's a double and a home run to complete the cycle. That will come through for strike 2. Oh, I don't know. I thought I saw the ref call strike, but apparently they're putting it up as a ball. So 3-1, and that one's hit to right field. And making the grab there is Cassidy Reeves for out number 1.
Contact, Ben.
So Gregg will fly out. That'll bring up Katie Newell.
Batting for the Trojans, the center fielder, number 2, Katie Newell.
0 for 1, Katie Newell is walking a strikeout swinging on her 2 trips to the plate so far this afternoon. Get you a little bit closer to the action there. I missed that pitch. Apparently strike 1. Barnesville's left 3 on base. Hill Murray's left 5 on base. All the other numbers you see on your screen there. I guess you see the left on base on your screen too. 1 ball, 1 strike. Make that 1 ball, 2 strikes. Make that a strikeout. I believe that's Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout number 5 for Selena Hernandez. And with that strikeout to bring up Lexi Ballgreen, 0 for 2, struck out swinging, grounded out right back to Hernandez on a 1-3 last time she was at the plate. And the pitch from Hernandez hits the outside edge for a strike. Nicely thrown pitch on the curveball there by Hernandez, and it's 0-1 to Ballgreen. Hernandez winds, deals, sends another curveball. That one a little bit high and too far outside. They'll even the count up at a ball and a strike, 1-1. Once again, 2 outs here in the top half of the 5th. Barnesville's gone 1-2. Will Ballgreen keep it going, or will it be a 1-2-3 inning? Ballgreen looks to send that one out into right field. Running in, and he'll drop for a hit. As Evelyn Perkins, the center fielder, couldn't quite get there. She needed a couple of extra steps. It's going to go into the books as a base hit for Lexi Ballgreen. She'll reach first, and that'll bring up Macy Pana.
For the Trojans, the right fielder, number 12, Macy Pana.
Macy Pana taking over the number 4 spot in the lineup here in substitution for Anna Stanford, who batted first. Pana, as a result, batting second, is 0 for 1 with a ground out right back to Hernandez on a 1-3. So this is her second trip to the plate on the 3rd go-around of the lineup here for the Barnesville Trojans. The 0-1 is outside. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Kaylee Olson on deck if Pana can reach base. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Your eye on it.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner on is Lexi Ballgreen on first. 2 away in the pitch. Just missed outside. 2-2. Hernandez now with pitch 85 coming up here on the 2-2 toss. And the 2-2 will miss, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. An hour and 5 minutes time of the game now here, and we're 2/3 of the way through the top of the 5th. And the payoff. Got it, strikeout. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Selena Hernandez, and that takes care of the top half of the 5th. Barnesville will leave a runner stranded on base.
1 hit, no.
They get the hit, no errors, and 1 on base for a total of 4 on base in the game. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Maybe you need a summer getaway. Contact Josh Weedcheck, your local hometown licensed real estate agent with Priority Real Estate in Barnesville. Josh will assist you in finding a new home for you and your family. Whether it's a pre-existing... All right, we'll make it up to Josh and Priority Real Estate. I don't want you to miss out on any of the action here. First pitch comes by as a curveball to the outside. Cassidy Reeves, the batter, swings and misses for strike 1. She's 0 for 1, reached base on an error last time she was at the plate. And here's the 0-1 pitch from Greg. It's It's a pitch up high for a ball. I couldn't quite tell if that was a fastball or a rise ball. I'm leaning towards fastball. That was just maybe an elevated fastball. There's a fastball. One hopper to Lexi Ballgreen. She'll fire it across the diamond and out. 6-3 on the ground out. Throw beat Reeves to the base by about a step. Brings up Tori Veneman.
The left fielder, number 6, Tori Veneman.
Veneman 0 for 2. Fly out to center. And a ground out. And the pitch. And this one through the legs. 5-hole Lexi Ballgreen into left field. It's going to be a hit for Veneman, and she's on base. Oh, no, they're actually going to charge that as an error. It was, I would agree with that. So an error is charged to the shortstop. Brings up Greta Stanek, 1 for 2.
The second baseman, number 12, Greta Stanek.
1 out, Stanek 1 for 2. Single to left, line drive into a 4-2 double play, and the ball hits Veneman as she slides into second. She'll get credit for the stolen base, and the pitch comes across for ball 2. And the 2-0 pitch. That one's low for ball 3. Hill Murray advancing Veneman up to second with 1 away, puts him in a position to crack the goose egg on the scoreboard here if Stanek or possibly Franco can get a hit. And they'll walk Stanek. And now you could be looking at a potential bunting situation here for Allie Franco, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles, 1 to right field, 1 to center field. Will she square up? No, she won't. Instead, she'll knock it into left center field. It's going to roll all the way to the wall, and rounding third is Veneman. She scores. They're going to send Stanek 2, and it's a 2-run triple for Allie Franco to deep left center field, and the Pioneers are on the board. And just like that, it's a 1-run game, and that tying run is on third. There's Kendall Kotzmacher who will try and RBI that one in. Veneman and Stanek score to make it 3-2 on the Ratzel's Pool Hall scoreboard. Still in favor in Barnesville, but with only 1 out on the scoreboard and a 1-0 count here to Kendall Kotzmacher, who's 0 for 2 with a fly out to the shortstop and a fly out to the center fielder. Has her teammate Allie Franco standing on third. She'll foul that one away for a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, and the question here is, can the Pioneers tie it? They are in a phenomenal position to do so, but Trinity Gregg will not make that easy. She's tossed maybe a few more balls than she normally does, but she does not make any at-bat for any batter easy. Fouled away, 1 and 2. Even if the Pioneers don't get Franco in from third, it's still a good inning to chop that lead down to 1. Here in the bottom of the 5th, and that's going to be a line drive out into center field. 2 hops, and it's going to get by the glove of Katie Newell, and the game is now tied. And here comes Kotzmacher into third, and it's a 1-run triple for Kotzmacher into center field. And that ties the game. We're all knotted up at 3 now here on the Ratzel's Pool Hall scoreboard. That brings up Molly Mangan. So back-to-back hits produce 3 runs for the Pioneers. And it is no balls and 1 strike here to Molly Mangan. Molly Mangan 0 for 1, struck out swinging and was walked. And she'll get a piece of that. Goes on the book. This is a fouled away pitch, and it's 0-2. 200 feet down the left field line and 200 feet down the right field line. 218 feet to straightaway center field here at Tarleton Park in North Fargo. And the pitch is going to miss. And it was nearly a pass ball, but I think it went off the left foot of the official, and Amundsen got a lucky break there. Once again, the runner on third is Kendall Kotzmacher. And the pitch. Tried to hit that outside edge, but missed it, and the count's even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Runner on third is Kotzmacher. The batter's Molly Mongan, and Ellie Petronic is on deck. And this one, a hard hit ball right to first, and they will. Oh! I wonder how they're going to charge that. Probably as an error, maybe on the first baseman. They both Halverson and Newell were there. And I'm not sure who they'll charge that error to, because I think the right person to charge it to is the first baseman. So run will score. Pioneers will take the lead as Kotzmacher comes in from third on the charged error that allows Mangan to reach base.
Batting for the Pioneers, the designated hitter, number 9, Ellie Petronic.
So Petronic ground out to second and hit a double down into the deep corner of left field last time she was at the plate. And this one fouled off just to the left side of the broadcast station for a strike. It's 0-1. So the Pioneers have now taken the lead on 4 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. And the pitch, and that one's into left field. And it's going to roll by Kaylee Olson. And they are going to send Molly Mangan home from first. And she will score, and now scored 5 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. And they're going to charge that as an error to the left fielder.
Batting for the Pioneers, the pitcher, number 3, Selena Hernandez.
So runner on second now with 1 away, and I believe that pitch was what? I missed it. I don't know if it was a ball or a strike. It was a ball. Okay. Hernandez, the batter, 0 for 1, ground out and a walk. Pitch outside, ball 2. Greg on next pitch for Trinity Gregg will be pitch number 77 according to my numbers. We've seen her pitch well over 100 in the past. We'll see how long they keep her in here this time. 2 balls and a strike here to Selena Hernandez. It's a pitcher versus pitcher battle. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Once again, runner on second is Ellie Petronic. Reached base on an error that scored her teammate to give the Hill Murray Pioneers a 5-3 lead. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for out number 2 for Trinity Gregg and the Trojans. Brings up Evelyn Perkins now.
For the Pioneers, the center fielder, number 2, Evelyn Perkins.
Pitch will miss to the outside. Ball 1 to Evelyn Perkins is 0 for 2. Fly out into shallow right, and a strikeout swinging last time she was at the plate. 2 balls and no strikes now here to Evelyn Perkins. And there's a strike, 2-1. And that one's hit into left field. It got by Alexa Gregg. Lexi Ballgreen tried to stretch out, and Kaylee Olson will come in and fire it into the glove of Amundsen at home plate, and that will hold the runners at second and third. Evelyn Perkins on with a double, Petronic into third, and that is the 7th hit of the ball game here for the Hill Murray Pioneers.
Batting for the Pioneers, the right
Check that, the
fielder,
8th
number 5,
hit.
Cassidy
My
Reeves.
apologies. It's going to go into the books as a double into left field. Petronic comes home, and now a hit to right field that'll bring Petronic home. And rounding third from second, and she will slide in. Her hand will touch the plate. The throw doesn't get there in time. 2 more runs for the Pioneers, and they have scored a total of 7 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. They came into this inning trailing 3-0.
For the Pioneers, the left fielder, number 6, Tori Veneman.
So Cassidy Reeves was the batter singling out into right field to bring home Petronic and Perkins. And now it's Tori Veneman, 0 for 3. Fly out to center. Ground out, reach base on an error. Strike there, and I believe it's 1-1. No, it's 0-2, excuse me. I think they've scored 5 of the 7 on 2 outs, if memory serves me correctly here. So the fouled away pitch will keep it an 0-2 count. We'll see if Trinity Gregg can get out of this inning. Rise ball up high, a little too high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2. Swung on, and that's 2 bouncer towards ball green. She'll fire it over to first, not in time. She is safe. It's going to be an infield hit for Tori Veneman. And that moves Cassidy Reeves up to second.
Second baseman number 12, Greta Stanek.
Brings up Greta Stanek, 1 for 2, single to left, line drive, double play, and a 1-4 double play to end the inning. And then last time she was at the plate, she was walked, and that one will come across as a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on. Cassidy Reeves on second. Tori Veneman, the runner on first here for the Pioneers. And the pitch, and it's another 2-hopper, and it's through. It's past Lexi Ballgreen into left field. Coming home is Reeves, play at the plate, safe. Stanek will get credit for a double to left field. They'll go into the books as a hit. Scoring Reeves. Veneman moves up to third. This is Allie Franco, 3 for 3, 2 singles and a triple. The triple came on her last at bat earlier this inning. Hour and 19 minutes, time of the game now. That one's popped up, foul territory. Alexa Gregg is there, and who made the catch? It was, I believe it was Amundsen who made the catch. And she did, and that will end a nightmare inning here for the Barnesville Trojans as they give up 8 runs here in the bottom of the 5th, and they now trail by 5 with only 6 outs to work with. We'll see what they can do with those 6 outs when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, we go to the top of the 6th. It'll be Kaylee Olson, Kiana Amundsen, Lauren Halverson. Those are the scheduled batters for the Trojans at 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup. 1 hour and 21 minutes into the ball game. Hernandez still in the circle, about getting ready to toss pitch 87 here to Kaylee Olson. And we'll see how Barnesville responds after giving up 8 in the bottom of the 5th. They're down by 5. They're going to have some work to do here if they want to get back into this game. First pitch comes across as a ball. Hernandez winds up 1-0, fouled away, and that one nearly snuck over the netting, but it's good for a strike, 1-1. And a swing and a miss on a pitch to the outside that likely would have been ball 2 had she not taken the swing. And now instead it's 1-2 as Hernandez gets up on the count. Hernandez sets, winds, 1-2 outside, tried to hit the corner, but missed it, and the count's even at 2-2. And we'll see how Olsen responds to the 2-2 pitch. Fastball down the middle, swing and a miss, and a tag out on a drop strike, and it'll go into the books as a strikeout. And that is out number 1 of the inning. Brings up Kiana Amundsen, 1 for 2.
Batting for the Trojans, the catcher number 9, Kiana Amundsen.
Once again, 1 for 2. Fly out to the third baseman, and an infield single last time she was at the plate. 8 runs on 11 hits for Hill Murray. And that's a nice hit ball to left field. That's going deep, and that is caught at the warning track there by Veneman. And that's out number 2.
Good contact, Fiala.
And it'll be up to Lauren Halverson to try and keep this inning going here for Barnesville. As Hill Murray has played some fantastic defense coming out of that 8-run bottom of the 5th. And this one, a little curving bouncer right back to Hernandez for a 1-3 out. And 1-3 ground out, and that will be a 1-2-3 inning for the Pioneers here as we move to the bottom of the 6th next. And can the Pioneers add to their 5-run lead? We'll find out in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Look who's running the book up there, though.
Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 6th, and I'm going to go help them fix the scoreboard. So I'm going to leave video on here with no play-by-play just momentarily. We'll be right back here.
Come infield.
That was the third baseman, number 11, Kotzmacher. Now hitting will be the first baseman, number 16, Molly Mangan.
Hey, that's good. Start over.
Just because it stopped raining, we don't have to start over.
Heckler in every crowd.
Paige.
11 for 8.
Batting for Barnesville. Number 11, Paige Braden.
Go, Paige. Face it, girl. Hustle, hustle.
All right, so a little bit difficult trying to fix that scoreboard, but it is 8-3 is our official score here, and
20 batting for 1.
Now batting for Barnesville. Number 20, Lillian Trowbridge.
Go, Lily. Go, Lil. Get a hold of it.
Come all the way through. Let's go.
Now batting the pitcher, number 6, Trinity Gross.
Greg, it's Greg.
Trinity Gregg.
all right, appreciate your patience there. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. I believe we're in the bottom of the 6th anyway. Yeah, no, we're in the top of the 7th, excuse me. We're in the top of the 7th. And that was just out number 3, so that will be a final score. Your final score here in this contest here, the Hill Murray Pioneers win by the final of 8-3. 8 runs on 11 hits. They commit 2 errors. They leave a total of 6 on base. The Trojans, 3 runs on 4 hits. They commit 4 errors, and they leave a total of 4 runners on base here in this contest. We thank you so much for tuning in, and it's been fun. It was the first time I've ever done a game from this venue here, and hopefully we'll return here for many more. But once again, there's your final line score. 2 in the first for the Trojans, 1 in the third. Pioneers get all 8 of theirs in the bottom of the 5th to take the victory 8-3 over the Barnesville Trojans. We thank you so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you again soon here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Matter of fact, let's take a look at our upcoming schedule while we have an opportunity to do so. If we take a look at our schedule here, the Perm Prom is tonight. The Barnesville Band Concert is on Monday. The DGF Track Meet is on Tuesday. And then, fingers crossed, Barnesville baseball team will host Perm on Thursday. And then, fingers crossed, next Saturday we'll have a double header of baseball games for you. Post 400 Astros will take on Watertown Post 117. Their JV squad or their B squad, and then the Post 400 Stars will take on the Watertown Post 117 varsity team. 11:30, 1:34, 37 tentatively here on next Saturday, 1 week from today. And then the Astros and Stars will have another pair of games against Watertown at 11 and 1:30 on Sunday. Those are down in Watertown, South Dakota. And then the Barnesville Choir Concert on Monday, May 9th. You can dig deeper into that schedule at our website at magnitudesn.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Your final score, once again, it is 8-3 in favor of the Hill Murray Pioneers as they improve to 5-2 on the season. The Trojans drop to 1-2 on the season.
Seating has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website, and magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.